Mukuro Ikusaba.
Hi guys, welcome back to Danganronpa.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. I thought there wasn't supposed to be any more murders. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Wait. 100-mile dash, pain of the junk food junkie. Kyoko, apparently. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never could just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think, anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a gow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Oh no. But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is a small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. Because you're surrounded by a bunch of idiots, Byakuya Tokami. But it's now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Start running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya Togami, we all started our exploration. So, logic dictates that it would be down here. And apparently, logic is wrong. Actually, I want to check out the, where is it? Where's that room that Kyoko wanted me to... Oh, data lab. Door won't budge, must be locked. And Kyoko really... How did Kyoko find out about Mukuro Ikusaba, anyway? Like, what did she... Oh, it was probably in the files, wasn't it? Here we are. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Yeah... Kind of? But wait, what other student could be... What am I seeing here? Okay, I'm just gonna leave. Apparently, Monokuma is a masochist. Oh, hey Toko, what's up? Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Oh yeah, that's right, Byakuya said not to talk. Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad, I guess she gave up. Catch me if you can. Wait, I'm gonna punish you. Gross. Toko, what's wrong? I don't know if there's something I need to do to unlock that. I hope there is. But there's probably not, because I fucked up. No, how... R, that's it. I'm playing this game for almost a full day. You know, with all the time combined. Hi, Hina. I'll talk to you in a second. Is this... what I think it is. What in the world? Hi, Kyoko. Why is there a room like this? The suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Probably. Oh. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of a super old public bathroom. Okay. Alright, Kyoko, what's up? What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up towards the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. How did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. The target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Yeah. So this is probably like the archery room or something. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I've lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? A little bit. But I mean, it's true. Why would you have a full tree in bloom? That looks important. But I need to talk to Hina first. How are you holding up, Hina? This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. It probably is. Hello. Raw. Or war, maybe. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Yeah, this is kind of weird. What in the goddamn... The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled... It was sour, pungent, and possibly rank. It's also the first time we've seen actual blood.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying... It's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood. There's no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced the smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... What, my fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yep, let me give you an itty-bitty, squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Oh my god. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the blood stains are dry, and the colors change as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. An eye for an eye. You know, with me seeing the new Somnium Files trailer, that has a whole new meaning. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. But it's true. What else is there? Not much. Okay, Byakuya, what's up? Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's not like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Probably a little bit of both, my friend. Well, that's not at all what I expected to see. What if I tell Kyoko about that? Kyoko, hey, you want to look at a murder? Well, can't say I didn't try. Okay, now it's time to see this. Ah, greenhouse.
Yo,
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and ceiling.
you know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh.
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. Aha. Yep. What is this? This thing's super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, look, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty frickin' amazing, if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak Academy, or Hope's Peak, added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. Can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment.
well,
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not like I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Even though it could probably reach down and grab us all. Let's see that. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that? It seems safe. It's chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. Doesn't have like a second form, right? It's chicken, it's really alive, right? There's no mistake? It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? And it's not gonna like lay a bomb, is it? Okay. Step away from the chicken coop? Absolutely. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and 6, and before 6? At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30%.
It's a number of
right.
power, a refreshing number on par with a hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. But there's 7 of us alive, so that can't be right. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, control the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set up to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get in here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone! I mean, technically he does, considering he pees his pants until he was in the 5th grade. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? It is. There's something carved in the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Why would you? There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? I don't know. Probably somebody. Just not me. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Most likely. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's so many different kinds to choose from. Like poop. And poop. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. Well, that's the garden. Interesting. But that's it. Once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining room hall and find out what the others turned up. I can't wait to see what they think about the murder scene. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, they all popped up from the floor. It appears everyone has returned. But still, it's just the six of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field the basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Okay, Kyoko, what did you find?
Hey,
My concerns with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or...
But
Who's tyrant? We're not in the horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. Hina, what did you find?
yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates all over the windows just like everywhere else.
correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. A bathroom. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
But
But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Even if I have to sacrifice all of you, we'll all get out. Toko, what did you find? Oh yeah. Hey Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. Toko, it's a surprise you didn't even stop breathing when he asked. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Well, the thing's huge, like Rambo-sized.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything, I just picked it up. I don't want to leave a knife laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her, I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your
I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous. So, what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Why are you trusting me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care. Why, though?
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry, Sings. I'm sorry, Sings. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. You know what? He gives credit where it's due. So that's good. Huh? 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 Did Masters praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. Oh no. Toko, stop. Bad. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Yeah, same here.
You know?
So now I have a knife. Well, there's a big garden on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're going to say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we had to be careful.
For serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lived in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in here. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know? I'm starting to understand why you've never been sick. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, so that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answer it. Oh boy, these people. These are the people I'm left with. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh, fat, and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just from hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words...
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop. Seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
it can't be.
Perhaps that's what I can read. Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same... Oh, so a bunch of people died in Hope's Peak Academy. There was a giant massacre. and then they trapped us in the school where it happened. The mass murder that took place in this room is this incident said to have happened a year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
In other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. And if that's true,
it's all clear.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just so awful, super awfully awful. That's right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us has ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Probably. Oh yeah, that's right. There was more that he had to say, right? There are a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them big and fat, and then we can make fried chicken. Or, barbecue. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw. Well, I mean, I guess you'd be okay, because idiots never get sick. I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe?
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Sorry, I thought I heard my dog barking. Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? I can't remember. Crazy Diamond. Yeah, it does sound kind of familiar.
It's true.
I don't just think I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Where? Oh, that's it. I remember. Oh, that's what his jacket said. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I was thinking maybe we could use it to call for help. What?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something? Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well,
And then we can use it to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You were like this in the beginning, you know?
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. Let's call it here.
Yo.
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna burst through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity, but Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto's the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? Well, she's Kyoko Kirigiri, the ultimate necromancer. We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. She's had amnesia this whole time? No. That's... No. I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is Very suspicious.
I'm with Toko on this one. I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you gonna do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room? But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to her to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However,
The worst school, where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent, and the dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but
I think you went too far, taking your room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention? I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing and your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko going to do now? Plus the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. What? What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean,
'Cause look! What? When did you get here? How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very angry! Angry at what? At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious! They stole it! Your precious?
Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
What are you talking about? Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that about?
so,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from him? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that?
This as such, soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. Okay then. Sweet dreams,
Oh, yeah, we're still in this room. Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. You know, it's weird, because Byakuya is being a little bit more willing to work with us, but only under his command. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really going to be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... You can let her stay in your room? Like you sleep on the floor or something? Oh, is that her? As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? That you did. Hi, Kyoko.
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko dispersed into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Alright, what's up, Kyoko? What can I do for you?
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. I'm okay, I'm used to it at this point.
correct.
Indeed you are.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. What did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this? And how did you even steal it off of him?
so,
From the How did you get into the headmaster's room? You snuck into the headmaster's room, but wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay out down and die. I will fight you. So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
That's right, so that we could uncover whatever secrets may lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room right away, Monokuma would have noticed, which is why I used you as a decoy. That's what that was. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No. The headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt that I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba could really be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So...
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know if there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us,
Is that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what might have been just a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was as calm as collected as ever. I couldn't help but stand there and just listen.
hey,
If it's true the Mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have had to be a period of time where the Mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think about what might happen if we fail,
Why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the Mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the Mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now, there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us. And with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens,
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm going to give it back at some point, you can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else what I've discovered. Sure, because there's a chance the Mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's going to be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here, I've got a bone to pick with you. Then a few minutes later.
Monokuma appears!
Well, this is a surprise, you being the one to call me out.
Hey!
Here, by the way. Huh? What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse, just the two of you in the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm, I bet you guys. Removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens got all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now, what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm Mademoiselle or a dude a fella?
Actually...
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually, there is.
What?
Seriously?
My
Then what if...
existence!
You know, Makoto, you're doing a bang-up job of this.
This is...
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What is this precious of yours?
What do you...
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but... Is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey Ursin breeding tips? What's Ursin? This is just crazy. Are all prepubescent teen boys as nutty as you? God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and... I don't know. I'm probably gonna add something. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in for yourself. Make me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Whew. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. Oh, please let Kyoko be okay.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Chunsoft Company Limited.
Was that literally all you wanted? Wait, what? Wait. What is going on here? What am I witnessing here? Sakura's Revenge, the game the world has been waiting for. Oh, no, no, no! I didn't read it all the way. This super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development, but it'll start back again if Danganronpa sells well.
Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends, too!
What the heck did I just watch? What was that?
Good morning. Get ready to...
Okay, let's get to the dining hall and try to figure out what that was that I saw. Kyoko, you better be okay. You gotta play the stylish new game, Sakura's Revenge. Coming out only on PS4.
What?
You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your
You
problem?
really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought, since the day has passed, maybe it reset. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says bad girl. I'll clean your room with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Oh, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? What do you want now?
Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is? Well, it's hard to say.
Huh?
You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone for their favorite movie and they name some indie bullcrap?
this is...
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, it looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
Yep, that might be true. Could she have been right about that?
Hey!
So was it right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri? Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea. And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious. Huh, I see. Well, fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice. Where could it be? I don't know. We spent the rest of the breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Oh, free time! Phew, breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. It absolutely is. So Kyoko's missing now. And one day has passed till the bad thing that's apparently supposed to happen. So, I guess we'll see what happens. So, thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next one. You have a good day. Goodbye.